Are you searching for answers? Discover your true identity. Stay tuned to Shalom World.
Christmas is a time of great joy. It's a time of sharing, of giving, and receiving. And when you think of Christmas, what do you think of? You think of good food, family, social gatherings, Christmas decorations, symbolic Christmas decorations, and you hear music everywhere. So the essence of Christmas is actually the receiving and giving of gifts. And people think, when did that actually start? Well, it was actually associated with St. Nicholas when he was bringing gifts, and also the Magi, when they actually brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to baby Jesus. But the core foundation of Christmas is supposed to be the incarnation, when we actually receive the gift of God to us, and that's Jesus. So it's a time to remember his birth. So we have special guests with us tonight here on Tree of Joy, and I'd like to interview them and ask them about their Christmas traditions, and also they have a mission in life that is so interesting and very vibrant. So I'd like to welcome here on Tree of Joy, Jithin, Yamile, and Anna Maria George. Welcome to Tree of Joy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Tell us about your Christmas tradition. Yamile, you originally came from Colombia, and Jithin, you are from India. So tell us the Christmas traditions that you've had, your memorable ones.
Well, coming from Colombia, we have these traditions of celebration, joy around the manger. Mainly, when I think about Christmas, it came to mind a lot of children around singing Christmas carols, and we have also the tradition of praying a novena before the 24th. And usually many families go house to house to pray, to celebrate, and also to enjoy the special food for Christmas. So that's when I think about Christmas, think about kids around celebrating and praying. And in a special way, when I started to go to church in my childhood, I remember the church inviting many kids to sing and to celebrate at church the Christmas season.
What are the typical foods that you have?
Oh, there's delicious food. They have different names. They have something that is like a pudding that is called natilla. Another thing that is kind of a pastry that is buñuelos. So they have many different kind of sweets and pastry that we share all around, yeah.
And you look forward to the Christmas Eve Mass.
Absolutely. Like every day we pray, when you go to Mass, after we pray the novena, and then on the 24th, usually the Mass is at midnight or a little previous to midnight, to have at the end of the Mass at midnight at church on the 24th, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Jithin?
Yeah, I remember definitely manger and putting up the star. And that's one thing that in India that we see that everybody, no matter what religion, everyone puts a star in front of their house. Both Christians, Hindus, Muslims, everyone. And for me also, setting up a manger, I remember, that's very memorable. Even one time in the parish, we did a live manger contest. So I remember being one of the, I believe I was one of the Magi. It was a long time ago, I don't even remember, but so manger was a very a key part of, and we make the manger with things around the house. Even we have a rice field, paddy field in the back of our house. So we take the newly bloomed in the rice and put it in the manger. So things like that. So always, like Jami also said, kids are always around. We are setting up in a manger, and fireworks. That's also a thing. We all do fireworks in our homes. So yeah.
What about the special food for Christmas?
Yeah, definitely. There's always delicious food around Christmas time. Maybe as part of the preparation for Christmas, there is 25 days of fasting, and so I grew up in a small village in Kerala, and we don't have access to meat all the time, and they will make sure there is some meat on the 24th so that people can buy it and prepare it. So preparing meat is also a big part of the Christmas celebration on that time, after 25 days of fasting, and you
What about the specific food? Like, what do you prepare?
I personally don't prepare anything, but
What do you eat? Look forward to eating. That's a good question.
Yes, cakes, lots of cakes, lots of sweet things. Like we have something called payasam, make payasam sometimes, and different sweet pastries that is also important.
And you look forward to Christmas Eve too, and Christmas Day when you go to Mass.
Yes. That's one of the exciting thing about Christmas, going to midnight Mass, and that's probably the only day you get to actually stay up all night and go to Mass, and it's joy coming back home, and by the time you're back, it's almost daytime, right? So definitely, it's such a memorable experience.
Yeah. So as a family now, what are the traditions that you want to incorporate in your own family, merging together the two cultures?
Well, actually, it's interesting for us to find out that we have many more things in common than actually differences, right? So there are things such as the Christmas carols that we have always, so we try to sing together. We try to incorporate also the novena, because it's kind of a preparation, kind of a previous, like, daily prayer to prepare with the special prayers for the waiting of the Lord, asking for the Lord to come and to save us. So we try to incorporate the novena as well. And we also have been kind of picking a few new little things also to do it together. The last Christmas we cut a cake for baby Jesus in a special way for kind of like to make the formation time for her to know, like, we are celebrating to him, and it's his birthday, and then we are cutting a cake for him. So actually it's a beautiful thing to thinking in the Indian traditions, Colombian traditions, putting it together, and also creating a new, a way to celebrate together.
A new blend of.
A new blend.
A new blend.
A fusion.
That's right.
Of your tradition. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Now, for Christmas, what we're supposed to be reminded of is that Christ is the true light of the world, and we have to be his imitators. So as imitators of Christ, we have to do whatever he wants us to do. So being the light of Christ to others, you're no strangers, the two of you are no strangers to being the light to others, because you're both leaders in the Jesus Youth Movement. Jithin, tell us more about that.
Jesus Youth Movement was born in India, in Kerala, back in 1985. It came out of the Charismatic Renewal. And a lot of Jesus Youth moved outside of Kerala to different parts of India and even different parts of the world. And so now Jesus Youth is very active in over 30 countries, and I've been part of the movement since 2004, and it's been a great joy being able to have the opportunity to serve people through the movement. So even during many Christmas times, I wasn't home. We would always have retreats or some programs during the vacation time. That's when the kids are free, and that's when we will have programs. So most of the time we will be out somewhere, we drive to somewhere, and we'll have a program there. And that's been.
I think it's really a very important call at this time in the world, because a lot of youth are feeling neglected, they feel unloved. So they go to different things to give them instant pleasure, but it's fleeting. After a few moments, then it's gone. They would go somewhere or be with other friends that are not really a good influence for them, and they get lost, and then it's a spiral. But the Jesus youth movement actually helps them lead a direction towards God, being drawn to God. When people are looking at what they're doing and then saying, oh, I'm a mess, or I did this, I should have done this, I don't have anything to offer to the world. But if you look at it the other way around, they reach out to somebody who needs their attention. It changes the whole dynamics.
Absolutely.
It's a good way of actually inspiring the youth to be able to be a man for others, the light and the salt for others.
And not always you can go out there and reach out to people, but from your house also, from home, you can reach out to your friends. You open up your house and invite them for a dinner and just share with friends and share about the gift that has been the Lord for you. Invite other friends to go with you to Mass or go to you for adoration, for example, and just talk to the Lord. Just small little things that you can just walk with someone and just to pray, Hail Mary, or just walk with someone and just listen to that person.
Yes.
So there are many small things, like go and take care, for example, of some of the babies, and allow one mom to go for adoration. There are beautiful and small things that we can do, and call someone that is sad, try to listen to someone. There are small things that even when you realize, you can do. It's just to think in small ways to bring out the Lord.
Making an impact, even as simple as a smile. So as you basically are doing this, you're still active in the Jesus Youth Movement. What would be your legacy when you basically bring Him to a lot of youth? What do you think would be your legacy to the youth that you get in touch with?
I think one of the things that we would like to for the young people to grow in and understand is we're all brothers and sisters. Everybody in the world are our brothers and sisters. And so I think that's one of the maybe one thing that we would love young people to kind of grow in, that deep understanding that, okay, that person is my brother. Yes. I love them. I love her.
I think the important thing is you have to see Jesus in everyone. Right. When you have that frame of mind, it's going to change your attitude. You're going to be more grateful. You're going to be more considerate, more patient, more loving. It just flows. It snowballs. I was told about your unique wedding in Haiti, wherein it was the other way around. Usually for weddings, you're being served because you're the bride and groom. But this time, you served your guests. Tell us about that unique wedding of yours in Haiti.
It was, we consider it as a gift from the Lord to be able to celebrate it in Haiti, to celebrate it with the community, to celebrate it with few friends from here also that they went to accompany us, and also to celebrate with family as one. It was really a gift that the Lord allowed us to be there. And then I think it kind of fulfilled a few of the dreams that the Lord has placed in our hearts in different way before to get married and to Jithin and in my heart too.
I was discerning my vocation in college. I was considering priesthood or religious life marriage. And I remember once hearing or reading the Bible passage, Gospel of Luke 14:12 onwards, and it said, when you have a feast, don't invite your family, don't invite your friends who have everything. Invite the ones who don't have anything. Invite the lame, the blind, the ones who are in need, because they can't repay you. And that was one Bible verse that really stuck out to me and touched me a lot at that time. And I remember once Jesus Youth started our mission to Haiti, one of my close friends, Joe, I used to tell him, Joe, when I get married one day, I would love to have my wedding in Haiti. And it just came out, and it was before even meeting Yamile or even knowing that that's my vocation. But that was one of the things that the Lord put in my heart a long time ago. And she also had that desire in her heart.
And for me, living with the community there and to meet so many of the youth, of the kids, and to live with them, the kind of life that they need to live with, and the struggles, and it could be, you know, as silly as we can think of, but the kids over there, they don't have the opportunity of having a cake every birthday or every week, or, you know, so just that fact, the little small detail of enjoying a cake and having the right, like as a kids to enjoy
Yes.
sweets, and you know, this is a small gift also. And also as a family in Haiti, there are many families that struggle to have as many around the world, but we could see that the unity as a family marriage, dad and mom together, and family is a struggle in the families in Haiti. And the possibility to go and to get married in the church, you know, because there are no possibilities for the party, you know, feast and of having a home before. So we wanted also to share that we can get married before the Lord, and, you know, like offering up, you know, without having a home, without having
Yes.
a house, and without having many resources, but be putting before the Lord.
Having a simple wedding.
Simple wedding
which is also
and before the Lord, you know, in our family.
But Haiti is also special in your heart because of the hurricane. Tell us about that.
The earthquake, yeah. When I was serving, I went after the earthquake that happened in 2010, and it was also where I met Jesus Youth Movement there. But at the beginning, the first place where we came was kind of a refugee camp, when many of the people was staying after losing their homes, or just simply because they don't have any other place where to stay. So it was a journey of walking with another priest, a very dear priest, Columbian priest, Father Isaiah, who was walking through the tents and walking with the community, kind of building the church, building the community. So I think that was a beautiful experience to see how the church grows, you know, because of the people, because of the community. And then after, to get married, especially in that church that was built there, it was a gift. Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful story.
Yeah, Jesus Youth Movement also started going after the earthquake. And she wasn't in Jesus Youth at that time. She was just serving there by herself. And we started sending missionaries. And a couple of my friends were in Haiti as missionaries for several months. And they became, you know, her friends. And at that time, I also had the desire to go, but I was in grad school and couldn't go for several years. Even one of our friend, Dr. Sindhu, she used to tell me, you know, if you go to Haiti, you will find your vocation, because I was discerning my vocation at that time. But later, afterwards, I met her in one of the trips in New York.
I was going to ask that. Okay.
Right. So I actually did not meet her in Haiti, but many people think we met in Haiti, but we actually met in New York, and we kind of realized that we have a similar outlook on life, and what we want in life, and how we want to live our family life, and that's what attracted, you know, each other about the mission that we want to live, and to be able to part of Haiti still now, to be able to serve in our own small ways, it is a great gift for us.
Yes, and what do you typically do? You're from Florida. What do you typically do on your Jesus Youth Movement meetings? Is that weekly? Is that twice a month? Once a month? How does that go?
Yeah, it depends on in different places, but mostly it's once a week. Most of the prayer groups meet once a week or every other week, and there is a time of fellowship. Fellowship is that deep friendship that we share. So that fellowship comes with prayer, time of sharing, and time of sharing the Word of God and being inspired by that. So it depends on different areas, but mostly it's once a month or something similar to that.
So I wish you all the best. God bless you both. And I'm sure that Anna Maria will get to know both cultures and how you celebrate Christmas as she gets older and appreciates that. And I'm sure you're going to give her that good foundation, the solid foundation of a Christian faith, a Catholic faith. So thank you for sharing your story and your mission that you're doing right now with the Jesus Youth Movement. God bless you both. Thank you.
Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
God bless you.
You've just met Jithin and Yamile George and their 2-year-old daughter, Anna Maria. May you be inspired to be a light to others, and may your service go beyond this Christmas season and follow you throughout life. Thank you, and God bless.
On behalf of the Jesus Youth Movement all around the world, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
If you have good news, we expect you to want to share it. Salvation in Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who for love of us and for our salvation came down from heaven. Salvation in His name, and He is the only Savior, is what we are on earth for. Therefore, all those who spread the good news of salvation in Jesus Christ, we should encourage them. I can speak, but how many people can I reach alone? But the media, the television people, the radio, the newspapers, and all those who use the computer and its derivatives in various ways to spread the gospel, we must thank them, we must encourage them, we must work with them so that they can continue to spread the good news. There's so much news that is not so wonderful in the world, but there is also news that is wonderful on the gospel of Jesus Christ. We encourage them and beg God to bless them, especially the Shalom World TV. God bless you.